Beep, 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 beep. Good morning and welcome to the Court of the Edijester. I love it. People haven't stopped gloating and they haven't stopped being incredibly happy ever since yesterday and the announcement of the first of Trump's orders. Just superb to watch the meltdowns of the loons. We need a national holiday for this. We'll call it the woke celebration day. So I came across this. I thought, what are they doing? How are they coping? I mean, are they going to get on with their lives? Needed a cup of tea this morning. It's a bit chilly again. So before we start, please do subscribe to my channel. Then you can keep up to date with my lunacy. Other than that, Warrior Teacher program starting in February for third Monday of every month. If you'd like to become a Warrior Teacher, links are in the description below. Please do come and join us. Free speech needs you, right? The future needs you. The future generations need you. So anything we can do to help to get people up to speed, one person at a time, that's how you change the damn world. Look at Trump. Hey, look at Trump. There he is, saying all the stuff that many of us have been saying for years and finally beginning to put a nail in the coffin of wokeism and every other horror that comes with it. However, I was interested to discover, as you can see here, where it says, how about a group cry? Time magazine posts mental health guide for libs coping with Trump's inauguration. How the snowflakes and nut jobs are coping with the reality. So, yes, this somewhat amuses me, and I hope it will amuse you. Ahead of Inauguration Day, Time magazine published a mental health guide for liberals struggling to cope with the reality of President Donald Trump retaking the White House. A group cry session. A group cry session and forest bathing are among the recommended coping techniques. Why are you packing? I'm off to a forest. Why are you off to a forest? Donald Trump. Oh, right. What are you going to do when you get there? Bathe. I love it. The tutorial, titled 11 Things to Do on Inauguration Day That Are Great for Your Mental Health, extensively lists ways sensitive snowflakes can manage their feelings of impending doom. For those dreading 4 more years of Trump, Time magazine consulted a handful of so-called mental health experts to advise libs on how to deal with their distress. These lunatics are everywhere, by the way. Edijester, a therapist and certified trauma professional in Boston, offered forest bathing as a coping mechanism. On Inauguration Day, do your own forest bathing. Well, why would you do somebody else's? Why are you packing? I'm going away with a mate. What are you going to do when you're away? Bathe them. Do your own forest bathing as opposed to somebody else's. Stow time reader, spend time in nature, using your senses to connect with the environment. These people don't have senses. They have cult programming, right? Being one with nature is an important reminder that trying times will eventually pass, she added. So I love it. Donald Trump gets in, reality is brought firmly back to the ground, and these people are going, yeah, I'm going to go and align with chakras. I'm going to go and get me one with the environment. She added, the mountain is going to be there forever and ever. Well, no, it's not, is it? No, it's actually not. And you're one human being standing here. Everything comes and goes, but nature is still there, Baumek said. Well, profound. I mean, what a profound realization from this grifter. Right? I think. I can't prove. Emiliana Simon Thomas, the science director at UC Berkeley's Greater Good Science Center. Greater Good Science. Right? There's just science, you bunch of tossers. We really need to deal with these people. Suggested simply crying, but not alone. Though, preferably in a group setting. What? I'm doing dinner on Friday. We're going to have a crying session. You want to come round? No. It might seem counterintuitive, but you need to shed a few tears on Inauguration Day. It's healthy to let them out with one caveat. You shouldn't do it alone, she advised, according to Time. In other words, get together and reinforce your delusions in a group by crying and therefore emotionally anchoring that nonsense in the real world. This is real. There's a link there. If you haven't seen Trump's executive orders, you need to go and have a look, right? She cited research showing that crying around others often leads to comfort, emotional support, empathy, and stronger social bonds. Yeah, only if there's a real reason to cry. Otherwise you're just reinforcing delusions, which these people make money out of by the sound of it. The grace and speed with which somebody recovers from grief if they have an opportunity to cry with the support of another person, someone who they trust and who they believe really cares about them, is orders of magnitude improved, Simon Thomas said. Simon Thomas also explained the exact thinking that leads the left to truly believe that a second Trump presidency means Hitler reborn. Oh my God, if everything is going to have to be this way and follow that thread, then we're all going to die, she mimicked, the catastrophizing mindset. That's not a helpful or productive way to pass Inauguration Day and all the days that follow. The timepiece cautioned, I'm very far from the kind of excessively optimistic person who just tries to put their head in the clouds and pretend it's not happening, Simon Thomas said. But I do think it's worth remembering that this is one moment, this is one 4-year term, and things change both quickly and very slowly. That kind of perspective can diminish that sense of helplessness. Actually, things change both quickly and very slowly. So you're stuck between quickly and very slowly. Right, okay, nothing hopeless about that. Here are some other science-backed suggestions Time sources shared. Make a vision board. Oh, God. Make a vision board by brainstorming how you envisage a peaceful, improved democracy. Julia Bariza, a visual artist and sociology researcher in San Francisco, proposed make a vision board. For the queer community, it might be more queer representation. For BIPOC folks, this is literally like reading something from 2020. For BIPOC folks, it might be a different inauguration, she said. What do you mean, what? Once that perspective feels really solid and concrete, you should absolutely share it, either on social media with friends or maybe up in your office. They're just insane. Creative pursuits like singing, what? Painting, ceramics, or cooking are an excellent way to get out of your head, Simon Thomas said. For those who have the impulse, this is going to be terrible. I'm so angry. I feel so violated. Or whatever unpleasant emotion. Can you sit quietly and do something, or marvel, or wonder, or be curious, or just extend your mind into something aesthetic? Focusing intensely on an activity will leave less space in the brain to devote to the day's events. Right, it's Trump's inauguration. We're going to watch it. No, I'm making a pot. Oh, they are mad as hatters, aren't they? Oh my God. Moreover, Libs could consider working out while Trump is sworn in. Working out while Trump is sworn in. Plus, it can help you wrest back a sense of power that you might feel is missing on Inauguration Day. They are absolutely insane. Simon Thomas added, you might not be able to do anything about the new administration's policy, but you know what you can do? 15 perfect form jumping jacks. Why are you doing push-ups? Trump's in. Brilliant. The fact that Inauguration Day falls on MLK, which I think is Martin Luther King Day, a federal holiday granting many Americans time off work, presents a perfect opportunity to do volunteer work, which can provide people with a semblance of control over their lives. Volunteering has been shown to reduce stress and depression, boost happiness, and enhance one's motivation, the Time article notes. The cause of anxiety is often a desire to control the outcome, Baumart remarked. Do you think so? I think the cause of anxiety is that their grift is over. I think the cause of anxiety is that they can no longer lie about who they are. I think the cause of their anxiety is that the power and oppression narratives of the hideously woke are finally going to begin to peter out. We can't control the outcome all the time, but what we can do is control what we do. Yeah, that's the only thing you can control. Right? So stop being children and grow up. Spend 5 minutes journaling a brief brain dump in a diary. Nicole Osequida, a Chicago therapist at Lincoln Park Therapy Group, recommended. Putting feelings down on paper helps reduce mental clutter and quiet spiraling thoughts, she said. Osequida said such journaling sessions should end with a simple affirmation, whether I can take breaks from the news or I choose to protect my peace. These people are absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Right, you tell me what you make of it, because I think it's hysterical. Right. I shall see you later. You have a fantastic day. Oh, the world's just got a bit better, folks. It's just got a bit better. Bye-bye.